Here is your full 1,400-word cinematic VIP story, written in smooth US English, with emotional depth, dramatic pacing, natural dialogue, and a powerful ending. Moral: after the story you'll find the YouTube description, and SEO keywords. Millionaire pretends to be broke at his bar. Waitress's brutal honesty exposes dark truth. The place smelled like spilled bourbon, burnt limes, and a long night waiting to happen. It was a Thursday's low, quiet, the kind of night where every clink of ice felt louder than usual. But the woman behind the bar didn't get slow nights. Not really. Not in her head. Her name was Aisha, 26, sharp, tired smile. The kind of posture people get from carrying burdens no one sees. Across from her, leaning on the counter with a beat-up jacket and jeans that looked a decade old, sat a man tapping his empty glass. His hair was messy. His sneakers were scuffed. He looked like every paycheck to paycheck customer who wandered in after life hit hard. But he WASN, single quotes to, his name was Logan Hale, founder of Hale Industries. Net worth just under $600 million. Tonight, no one knew that. He wanted it that way. He'd bought this failing bar 2 months ago, but kept his ownership private. He wanted to understand why it was dying. Why the Yelp reviews said the energy was cold. Why people mentioned the staff seemed on edge. Why profits dropped every single month. So for 2 weeks he came in undercover, sat at the same stool, ordered the same cheap drink, wore the same worn-out clothes he knew would make people overlook him. But tonight, something shifted. Aisha placed another drink in front of him, even though he hadn't asked for one. "You look like you need it," she said, her voice warm but cautious. Logan raised a brow. "That obvious? Pain usually is," she replied. "People just pretend they can't see it." He studied her. "You always this straightforward with customers?" She shrugged. "Lying might make better tips, but truth keeps me able to sleep." He almost smiled. "Almost. You ever think the truth is what ruins everything?" "Sometimes," she admitted, "but it's also the only thing that fixes anything." Her honesty disarmed him. Most people treated him like a trophy or a threat. No one talked to him like this. No one looked at him like this, like a human, not a billionaire. "You know," she said, wiping down the counter, "you come in here every night, order the cheapest drink, stare at the table like it wronged you. You alone in the world, or just pretending?" He nearly choked on a sip. Pretending? Some people act broke because they don't want anyone expecting anything from them. His head snapped up. She knew? Or did she? He leaned his arms on the counter. "Why do you think I'm pretending?" She laughed softly. "Because you don't look tired from life. You look tired from people." That hit something deep. But what came next hit even deeper. A sudden commotion erupted from the back-raised voices. A crash? A panicked gasp. Aisha ran toward the hallway near the office. Logan followed. The assistant manager, Brent, stood over a young teenage boy holding a backpack to his chest. Aisha froze. "Jamal, what happened?" The boy, thin, anxious, looked up with tear-filled eyes. "I didn't steal anything. He said I did, but I didn't," he cried. Brent tossed a bag of chips at him. "Kid shoved this in his bag." Aisha turned furious. "He didn't shove anything. I told him he could have a snack after his tutoring. He's here because I can't afford childcare." Brent smirked. "Not my problem. Thieves don't belong in here." Logan stepped forward. "Enough." Brent rolled his eyes. "Stay out of this, man. This is employee business." Logan's tone dropped. "I said enough." But Brent didn't stop. He grabbed the boy's arm hard, and something inside Logan snapped. "Let him go." The room fell silent. Brent froze, startled. Logan walked up slowly, controlled but deadly cold. "If you don't release that child in the next 3 seconds, you'll regret it." Brent scoffed. "What are you gonna do? You can barely afford a drink." Aisha's lips parted, not because Brent was rude, but because Logan didn't deny it. She narrowed her eyes. Then something clicked in her mind. "Who are you?" she whispered. Logan looked at her and realized the undercover act couldn't continue. He pulled out his phone and dialed. Within seconds, the loudest sound in the room was the blood pounding in everyone's ears. "Mr. Hale," the voice answered. Aisha's jaw dropped. Even Brent, BLANCHED. Logan, spoke calmly. "Send my legal team to Hale Tavern, and fire the assistant manager effective immediately. Have security escort him off the premises." Brent's face strained. "Why, this is your bar." "Was?" Logan said flatly. "Consider yourself removed." Security arrived fast. Brent was dragged out screaming. Aisha held Jamal close, trembling with the adrenaline of a mother who almost lost her child to injustice. When the room finally settled, she turned to Logan. You're a millionaire, and you came here looking like that." "Appearances," he said quietly, "have always been the easiest lies to tell." She studied him this time differently, not with suspicion, with understanding. "You wanted to see who we really were," she murmured. "I did," he admitted, "but I didn't expect to see who you really were." She didn't speak, waiting for the truth he owed her, and he gave it. "I bought this bar because my mother used to work in one like it. As a waitress, single mom, broke, overworked, invisible people talked to her like she wasn't worth the air. She breathed." Aisha's eyes softened. One night she broke down, crying because her boss accused her of stealing tips she never touched. "I was a kid. All I could do was watch." His voice cracked slightly. I swore I'd never let good people get treated that way again. Aisha's breath hitched. Logan, he turned to Jamal. I'm sorry about what happened. The boy sniffed. It's okay. No, Logan insisted, kneeling to eye level. It's not. No kid should have to defend their innocence because an adult abused their power. Jamal nodded slowly. Still shaken, Logan stood and faced Aisha again. You told me people pretend they can't see pain. He exhaled. You were right. And tonight, I saw yours. She swallowed hard. I'm not looking for pity. You won't get any. What you'll get, he paused, is opportunity. She frowned. What? You run this place better than half the managers I've hired in my companies. You handle customers with respect, employees with fairness, and chaos with calm. You have something rare. What's that? She whispered. Integrity. Her eyes filled instantly, but she blinked the tears away. I want you as the new general manager. He continued. Full salary, benefits, childcare support, whatever you need to breathe again. She covered her mouth, shaking. Logan, I don't know what to say. Say yes. Jamal piped up. Everyone laughed softly through the leftover tension. Aisha finally breathed out the answer. Yes, I accept. But Logan wasn't done. There's one more thing. Her heart stopped. You said truth fixes things, he said quietly. So here's mine. He stepped closer. You changed this bar the moment you spoke to me like a human being. You made me remember why I started everything in the first place. Her lips trembled. Why are you telling me this? Because, he hesitated, because you gave me honesty. It's only right I give you the same. The air between them warmed, softened, became something new. Not romantic, not yet, but deeply human, deeply real. Aisha smiled, a real one, not the tired one she'd worn for months. Thank you, Logan, for what? For finally seeing me. He exhaled. I think seeing you might be the first good decision I've made in a long time. And somewhere behind them, the neon open sign flickered back to life brighter than it had in years. Aisha looked at it and whispered, maybe things can still change. Logan followed her gaze. They already have. And for the first time, all three of them believed it. Because sometimes life doesn't change. When you get lucky, it changes when someone finally sees the truth you've been carrying alone. Moral of the story. Real power isn't measured by wealth, status, or titles. It's measured by how you treat people when you think no one is watching. And sometimes, the honesty of one brave soul can expose truths that change lives forever.